Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has topped, possibly locally at least locally, in this X wave top. That's one possibility. Okay, in this yellow count, the wave count and also the levels, they haven't changed at all over the weekend. Okay, they haven't changed at all. So I just want to make sure that you know about the relevant levels and parameters as we're heading into the new trading week. And I try to keep it as simple as possible. First of all, the idea is that we should see further upside continuation going forward in a continuation of the bull market, targeting 85 to 90K next. It could be that Bitcoin has to deal with a bit of monkey business down here before it actually breaks out. So it's just sort of, just sort of noise, right? A little bit of noise down here in the range. But overall, I think we're close to the end of this correction. It is possible that the correction finished here on the 1st of May. It is possible we get one more low. But as long as the main support zone is holding at 50,700, we should see further trend continuation to the upside in an overall bullish scenario. It is possible that in the yellow count, an overall correction finished in wave 4. This here was a wave 1, and we're now in the wave 2. There are two ways how this directly bullish scenario can really unfold. It is possible that this here is a 1 and then WXY. This is just a high corrective wave, and it is possible it topped. If it breaks above today's high, basically, I would call this invalidated because it would then just be too high to be reliable. Okay, so I mean, not strict invalidation, but this corrective rally would be too high to be reliable. So 1 and then WXY. To really confirm that wave Y to the downside is unfolding, we need a break below 63,150. That level hasn't changed. And then from here, the market could, after dipping maybe a little lower into the lower support region, doesn't even need to touch it. Just as long as it's holding, it's fine. We could start the third wave rally. That's one way how an overall substantial rally to 85 to 90K could occur. Another way is to say that this here is a 1-2 setup, and this is actually another 1-2 setup, and then we go from there. Would it make practically any difference? Not in the short term, okay? Same levels apply here. It would just be more bullish. The only thing is that this rally was maybe a little bit too long for another wave 1. So this is the scenario in which we could have bottomed. Very important that in this scenario, the price must hold above 58,360, or it's likely that we have formed a more substantial top in the B wave. Because in the other count, in which the correction is still unfolding, we could actually rally more directly once more, and it could be rather a high B wave. And if we then break support, which I will indicate when we reach the new top at around 70K possibly, or a little higher, if we then break support, it could indicate that we're coming down in the C wave. So that means basically a more direct rally from here, in my opinion, based on what I see right now, a more direct rally from here would rather indicate that it's a B wave, at least based on the data I have right now. Yeah. In a more bullish scenario, it would be good to get a healthy pullback and then a rally. That would actually be more bullish. I hope that's come across. So actually, for any of the really bullish scenarios, it would be best if we get a pullback below 63,150 and hold support below in this lower support region between 60,880 and 58,360 before we then continue the rally. That would actually be more bullish, because a more direct rally indicates that this is rather an ABC structure, because then it reaches the 100% extension, which is an ideal target for the C wave of wave B. But then we would still need a break of support to indicate that it's topped. These are the key scenarios to watch for next week. And therefore, it's going to be a very decisive week, which means that a break above today's high at around 67,650 would actually be short-term bullish, but possibly rather bearish. It would indicate that we need to at least be more on the side of caution, whereas a deeper pullback right now, where we're breaking micro support, could rather actually, even though it seems more bearish in the short term, but actually it would allow the price to find another jump off point to start rallying in yellow wave 3 in circle wave 3 here, yeah? That's sort of what we're watching. And if the white count plays out, then 50,700 is going to be support. But first of all, it would also need to prove that this white count is playing out by rallying more directly and then breaking below support. But all of these scenarios are actually part of a larger bullish scenario on the daily time frame. I mentioned that in detail in my previous video earlier today, in which I highlighted that a rally could be ahead. And that I think the next rally will start euphoria. Okay, but at the moment, obviously, we have a bit of a correction. No problem. Everything okay. A lot of altcoins can still correct. A lot of altcoins are in their support areas. Some may not make it. Just be aware of the relevant invalidation points. But overall, no coin, I think, really has given us a very clear signal that a low is in. There are some that look better than others. Link looks promising somewhat. Doge maybe, you know, and you know, but most coins haven't really given us that clear signal that we really need to see yet to say that we've bottomed. Even Bitcoin, it's sort of hanging in there, you know, as I just explained to you. But as you can see, whether we rally directly or after one more low is, from an overall perspective on this bull market, really not important. And the next rally should take us to, 85 to 90K. And then we should see another 4-5 before we reach bull market targets. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Could be a decisive week. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.